Abortions are on the rise in the United States, despite bans that have taken effect in more than a dozen states since the U.S. Supreme Court's Dobbs decision that revoked the federal right to abortion in June 2022. There were more than 1 million abortions in the U.S. in 2023, the highest rate in more than a decade and a 10% jump from 2020, according to a report released Tuesday by the Guttmacher Institute, a research and policy organization focused on sexual and reproductive health that supports abortion rights. The latest trends also suggest that medication abortion is a more common option than ever. View this interactive content on CNN.com. Although abortions all but stopped in the 14 states with total bans, nearly every other state had an increase in the number of abortions provided from 2020 to 2023. As the geography of abortion care shifted amid a fractured policy landscape, the 10% increase in abortions nationwide meant that states without total bans saw a 25% increase in those years. See where abortions are banned and legal, and where it's still in limbo. The drastic loss of access in states with bans has been counterbalanced by monumental efforts on the part of clinics, abortion funds, and logistical support organizations to help people in banned states access care through financial and practical support. The authors of the report wrote, states bordering those with bans had particularly large increases, but abortions also increased in other states where they remained legal. It is very possible that, while access was dramatically curtailed for people living in banned states, access substantially improved for residents of states without bans. The authors wrote, in addition to states' policies enacted to protect patients and access to care and increased financial support from abortion funds, researchers from the Guttmacher Institute suggest that improved access to telehealth in recent years may have made medication abortion more broadly available. Medication abortion has become more common than ever post-Roe. According to another new Guttmacher report, nearly 2/3 of all abortions in the U.S. in 2023, an estimated 642,700 were medication abortions. The report says, view this interactive content on CNN.com. How safe is the abortion pill compared with other common drugs? Medication abortion, also known as medical abortion, is a method by which someone ends their pregnancy by taking two pills, mifepristone and misoprostol, rather than having a surgical procedure. This option has become steadily more common over the 2 decades it's been available, rising from less than 10% of all abortions in the US in 2001 to 53% in 2020. And 63% in 2023. That mifepristone, the drug that was approved for abortion use by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration in 2000, faces an unprecedented legal challenge. On March 26, the U.S. Supreme Court will hear oral arguments in a case that puts access to the medication at stake, even in states where abortion remains